HBO seems okay with some healthy competition.
Yeah, they say they've been living with it for a long time. This is just a new variation on that. It is a really interesting time for HBO because Netflix has been dominating the headlines, most recently with getting all those Emmy nominations, which made people wonder, boy, what does this mean for an HBO in terms of, maybe more talent, directors and actors and producers wanting to do shows for a Netflix versus an HBO. But this is also a time where we have to focus on the HBO financials. Here's a company that has never been as profitable as it is right now, or generating as much revenue, or enjoying as many subscribers, about 115 million globally, that it has. So it's pretty easy for a guy like Richard Plepler, the CEO, to address these kinds of issues. When I asked him about sort of the brand and how it's doing right now and the competitive landscape, here's the quote from him. It is a competitive landscape, but we've always existed in a competitive landscape, and all that means for us is play our game as well as we can play it. And he went on to say if they do that, they're going to get their fair share of talent and their fair share of accolades. Emily?
And John, HBO has had success with HBO Go, which allows people to watch HBO on devices if they're cable subscribers. But, did he say anything about HBO being available potentially outside of cable, like Netflix?
They do like to dance around those questions, but while they have tried that in Scandinavia, for example, changes to that here in the U.S. seem unlikely. HBO Go, as you highlight, has been very successful for them. So if you are an existing cable customer, you get the kind of access that Netflix customers have been able to enjoy. But also, just coming back to the profitability that HBO has enjoyed, the fees that the cable players, the pay TV providers, are willing to pay HBO to make sure that they can offer it are massive. And there are going to be more negotiations likely over the next 12 months with some of those pay TV players to ensure that HBO stays well within that cable family. So financially, if the cable companies are making it worth their while and people still want to watch shows like Game of Thrones, regardless of whether it's inside cable or outside of that world, that kind of answers the question, at least for now.